Hey y'all, I'm Abby, More Than Just Skin, and welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, welcome. I'm thrilled you took some time out of your day to spend a little bit of time here with me. Today's video is another makeup in review, and these videos I go through some of the products, not all of them, that I have on my face, what time I applied them, how long I've had them on, and how they have performed. And not only will I be the judge of how they performed, I'm going to zoom in and let you look up close and personal and see, and you can be the judge as to how they have performed on my face. So if you're interested in this type of video, hit that subscribe button, and here we go. Okay, so I've zoomed in. I have my mirror right here. So if you see me kind of looking in this direction, you will know that I am looking in my mirror. Before I get started, let's talk about the time. It is 5:22 p.m. and I applied this makeup about 6 o'clock this morning. I have worked all day and it wasn't too hot outside today, but I am going to do some light working out, nothing too intense because I did wake up this morning with my back kind of bothering me a little bit. So I'm not going to do too much working out, but I am going to do some, so I will check back on here and kind of give y'all an update on how it held up with some minimal sweating, I will say. But first, let's start with what's on my nails. No surprise here, a KL polish, Kathleen Lights polish, and this is from the fall bundle. This is in the shade YZMA, and it is just a purple with, you can see some iridescent there, and it is really pretty. I've been wearing it the past few days and I have really been enjoying it. Now let's move on to what is on my face, and we are going to start with how I primed my skin. And today I wore the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer Oil-Free Broad Spectrum SPF 15. This feels like silk going on your face. I think it is a great primer. It smooths without feeling too much like silicone. It really feels nice on the skin. I enjoy it, but it is on the pricey side. I think this comes in around $50 maybe, or over 50. It is pricey. You can get a smaller size, which is what I would recommend you doing, is trying it out like that. So for foundation, I wore a foundation today that is one of my favorites, and it is the Hourglass Illusion Hyaluronic Skin Tints Broad Spectrum SPF 15. Now let's talk about this foundation a little bit. This is not, when you hear the word skin tint, I imagine something like a BB cream, a CC cream, or a tinted moisturizer. That's not what this is. This is full coverage. It is thick, full coverage. I apply mine with the Damp Beauty Blender, which shears it out a little bit, but it provides a nice layer of coverage. I purchased this because I heard, or I saw Caroline Hirons, and her skin looked fantastic. Someone asked her about her foundation and she said this was what she wore. This is gorgeous, but you have to be prepared that it's not what registers in your mind as a skin tint. That's not really what this is, but I think it wears really good. Okay, so let's start looking. Slight wear right here, because you all know I have watery eyes, so I have a little bit of wear. It's kind of a little looking dewy around my mouth, for better word, greasy. It kind of looks like it could be touched up just a little bit around my mouth. So it's a little bit glowier than I would like, but yeah, I think everything else looks really good. It wears really good. This is a foundation that I reach for when I am going somewhere and I need my makeup to look good for a long period of time. This is the one I reach for. I really do love it. It is probably in my top four all-time favorite foundations. Set my entire face today with the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. I think it looks great on top of this foundation. I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder and I look a little bit pale. I think it's because this foundation has sunscreen in it and it was reflecting off the light, so it's making me look a little brighter than I am. In my mirror right here, I'm looking spot on. The color, the shade, everything looks really good. But this powder is just always, I mean, it's definitely probably one of my top 3 powders of all time. Love this stuff. The blush that I am wearing today was gifted to me by a dear friend from Instagram and YouTube, my friend Anti-Aging Amber. This is the Kevyn Aucoin, the Neo Blush in Rose Cliff. Today I actually focused more on this end than this end, just because for kind of more of a fall type vibe, but I didn't really go in with a heavy hand. When I woke up this morning, I wasn't really feeling the best. My back was hurting me, so I kind of was doing my makeup a little bit haphazardly. But this blush is gorgeous. It's one of those where you can get a number. I mean, you can get, all right, probably like 4 different shades. You can get a shade from this end, you can get a shade from here, you can get a shade from here, and then you can mix it all together. And it's just really gorgeous, and I have been loving it so far. Thank you, Amber, for that. For highlighter, I use the NARS Fort de France. I'm not going to open mine. You can definitely still see it. It's a subtle highlight, but you can definitely still see it there. To me, it's perfect for work. It's perfect for day. I'm not opening mine because mine is crushed. It came to me crushed, and it just is kind of a big mess. But this is a great, great highlight. For my eyes, I wanted to go very neutral but very fall, and the Soft Glam is what I did. So when you open this up, I set my entire eyelid with this shade right here, Tempura. Then I went in with Burnt Orange on a fluffy brush in the crease. I deepened that up some with Rustic. And then I went in the outer V with Sienna. Then I took Fairy, this sparkle on my finger closest to my inner corner, and then I went in with Bronze kind of in the middle, and then Sultry more towards the outer V, and that is what I did on my eyes. No eyeliner today. I did buff out the lower lash line with the Sienna and the Burnt Orange mix. So that was what I did on my eyes. I set all of this. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot my concealer. The concealer that I used today, and I'm looking in the mirror and I think the concealer held up really good and still looks very nice. This is the Ulta Beauty Full Coverage Liquid Concealer Waterproof. My biggest gripe about this is I don't love the smell. It kind of has a eucalyptus type smell and I don't love it, but it is the perfect color for me. I have mine in the shade Light Warm. It has just enough yellow undertones for me and it brightens under my eyes. I really do like that. But I set my entire face today with the Smashbox Primer Water. I did this mainly just to cut through some powder. I don't really use this thinking that it is going to make my makeup last longer. If I'm wanting a spray to do that, I reach for my Urban Decay All Nighter or even the Marc Jacobs setting spray. And on my lips is Drugstore. It is the Maybelline matte lipstick in the shade Raw Chocolate 560, and it's been a little while since I applied it, so I will put a little bit more on, but you can see it's matte, it's warm, it's just kind of a really good color for fall. I like this one, and of course, you know, I love Touch of Spice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in, let you look really close at everything, and then I'm going to go work out, and I'm going to come back and check in, and we will see how this held up. Here we go. Breaking up a little bit around there. Looks a little bit oily. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I can't really say that I did major sweating. I worked out. There goes Finley. I worked out for about 20 minutes. Not too much because my back kind of felt a little spasmy. So I didn't want to push it or anything. But I think the makeup held up pretty well. Like I said, I think what would have helped is just a little maybe blotting around the mouth area, but I really like the way this foundation wears. Of course, the eyeshadow wears beautifully. I actually wanted to see if I could build up the highlighter a little bit more and show y'all how you can build that highlighter up, and I did, and it looks really good. So all in all, pretty much all the products on this face I really do like and I really do enjoy. So if you're interested or you've been interested in some of those products, I give them the thumbs up, and you should go check them out. So yeah, so if you enjoyed this type of video, please consider giving me a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. I would love to have you back here on a regular basis. Before I sign out, I do want to say this. I love that Soft Glam palette. I love Anastasia shadows. They wear well. This looks exactly the same as it looked when I applied it this morning. So just want to add that in case you were wondering. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please come back, please subscribe. I would love to have you back here on a regular basis. I hope this video finds you having a fantastic day and a great week, and I will see you all soon. Bye, y'all.